Hello. Happy Mindset Monday. What is going on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let's see who we got. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. I just want to make sure. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. All right, cool. Ren, Absorber, Manifestation, Miriam, Secretly, Amal, Yvette, Diego, hello, Cezek, Amanda, hi, Janin, hi, Anna, hello, SG, hi, Fernando, Abby, hello, Emily, hello, Amanda, I said Amanda, hello, Amanda twice, Claire, TJ, Poppy, hello, Antoinette, Jarrell, Blanca, Heyoka, Aditi, Pumpkin Spice, Maria, Leanne, Angel, Sunwise, Tiffany. Emily, you like my shirt? Thank you. It's from Disturbia. That's the name of the brand. It's from Disturbia, and they are a British UK brand, whatever the proper way to say that is. Sorry, I'm just sending out a little message. Ramu, Shantae, you stay. Hello. Snow White, hello. The Snow White, hello. Okay, hold on. I gotta get to the chat because I'm not seeing the chat here. So while I'm getting to my chat, everybody, please, what are we celebrating today? What have you manifested? What good news do we have? What have we manifested? What's going on that's good in the world, in your world? Let me know. Let me hear it. Let's talk about it. Where's my live stream? YouTube makes it so easy. Thanks, YouTube. Brandon, hello. The cat, she was poking around, but I don't know where she's at right now, but I'm sure she will come to say hi, as she always does. Amal, okay, let's see. Sorry, give me 1 second. I need to get into my live chat so that I can chat with you. I can see chat. Where is it? Oh, son of a gun. Okay. In the meantime, I'm asking you to write in the chat what you are celebrating today or what you have manifested. And, ooh, someone's got a new MacBook happening. Oh, son of a gun. Okay. All right. I'm trying to do something. And this is why I'm trying to do it. Sana, hello. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get into the chat, but you know how YouTube is just so, everything just works so well. Leanne, hello. Okay, so we are talking right now about Abby, why aren't you celebrating anything? There we go. Now we're here. There we go. Why aren't you celebrating? Because in my opinion, we should be celebrating as much as possible, because it not only affirms that you are doing the power of, what it is that you're trying to do, but you're also creating more success in the meantime. So celebrate as much as possible. Get in the practice of telling yourself you're doing it, congratulating yourself for doing it, making it a point to say something about you doing it, and making that your deal so that you can continue to do it. And it's normal to congratulate yourself, and it's normal to put yourself on that pedestal. Fakiha, comeback of the cat shirt. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I think I might start re-wearing my clothes. I've gotten to the point where I've worn almost everything that I still like to wear. So I'm like, you know what? I might start recycling clothes. It's only been 2 years, almost exactly. I think that's pretty legit. Okay. Okay, what are we manifesting? Excuse me, what are we celebrating? Let's see. I know somebody said something about manifested a promotion. Manifested 5 new original paintings. Nice. Free ice cream. Chocolate cake. Nice. Yes. Free food and free bus fare. That's amazing. 5 pounds. Nice. Hello. That's awesome. Good terms with people in our lives. New MacBook. Yes. All right. So Brendan says, I've seen so many people traveling to places I want to go. I'm so excited because it's getting closer to my reality. Proud of you. Exactly. That's how you look at life and allow what other people are manifesting, which of course at the end of the day is your own manifestation anyways, because it's, your reality. You've called it to you or called yourself to that experience or whatever. So when you see it happening for other people, it's always a good thing. It's not a reason to be jealous or, fear lack or be fearful or, go down the road of lack, things like that. It's always a good thing. Again, always something to celebrate, and congratulations. So just so everyone knows, I might cut this live stream short. I have a guest on my podcast this week, so I need to make sure that I'm off of the live stream and all ready for the podcast recording for next week. It is going to be Alea Lovely, who has the Spiritual Shit podcast. So if you guys listen to that, I was on her podcast last year, so she's going to be on our podcast this year. So we're recording that today, and it should be out next week, if not maybe the week after. But so yeah, so if you're a fan of Alea Lovely, or obviously check it out, and if you're not, obviously check it out, because she is she's more, obviously her podcast is Spiritual Shit podcast, but she's more on the spiritual side, whereas I'm more on the mental side. So I'm excited to kind of talk to her about incorporating that lifestyle in and kind of working into your life. Actually, if you have any questions for that, go ahead and type it into the chat. And Leanne, if you don't mind, can you maybe record what questions people might have for Alea, somebody who is a little bit more of a spiritual. I keep hearing the word guru. That's just the word that wants to come out, but you get what I'm saying. Somebody that's more spiritually oriented. What kind of questions would you have for them to hear about on the Roxy Talks podcast in a few weeks? Okay. Oh, Sana, you heard it. Yay. Okay, awesome. Yeah, she's so cool. We had such a good time just chatting, just as girlies on a chat, we just had a good time. So do we do? What's going on, guys? What kind of questions we have? What's going on with our manifesting? Avi says, okay. Says, well, yeah, thanks to the universe for anything, but my life has been a routine, wake up, eat, sleep. Okay, so if your life is a routine, then that means that your thoughts are probably on routine. Your thoughts are on autopilot. Your thoughts are, or what I should say, or probably both. Definitely both, I'm sure. You're reacting too much to your 3D. You're allowing your 3D to dictate what you think and what you, think about next, what's coming next for you, how you respond. And so it's just repeating over and over and over. So if you want the cycle to break in the 3D, you got to break it up here first. Oh, Abby also says, Roxy, you were right. Manifesting people is easy. It's easier than you thought. You thought it was super hard. Super hard. Yeah. Manifesting everything is easy. So, of course people are, but the reason why I think manifesting people is easier than manifesting anything else is because people talk and move and walk and like can express to you, or like bring you something or drive you somewhere, give you something or say the thing you need to hear, whatever it is that you're looking for from someone or from life. A lot of times what you get, even if you're manifesting money, usually it comes from people somehow, right? Like it's usually facilitated through people. Even if you're manifesting money in your business, it's probably coming from sales or, you know what I'm saying? It's like whatever it is that you're manifesting, there's people involved all along the way that are just doing your bidding to usher you along the path. And so if you really like people are not, it's not hard to get out, just as Esther Hicks would say, get out ahead of, the, I don't want to say controlling, like the puppeteering of people, not in a malicious way, but if you just like send your, I want this, or, do this, say this, give me this, I want this thing, and then just let it out there and just chill and not worry about when or how it's going to get taken care of. It just usually does. And it happens quicker the less you kind of care. You're just like, yeah, this thing. Leanne, I want to talk about how your weekend went when we have a time to chat. Okay, let's see. It feels really mellow right now. Is it just me? I hope it's just let's keep it that way. It feels so quiet. Why does it feel so quiet? How can I beyond inspiration? How can I attract a job to come to me easily without taking action or plan, since I don't know what type of job? Okay. Can you just, instead of thinking of it, how can I do this without doing that? Can you think of it more like, how can I do this before doing that? So instead of how can I attract a job without taking action, which attracting a job is an action, you are taking action. So like that, just like erase that notion from your mind. It's just limiting. How can I get a job easily without taking action or applying? In my mind should say, your real question needs to be, how can I attract a job before I apply for it? Right? Like, and I'm only saying this because like, I see people getting into these traps of oh man, you know what's in my head? You know that oh man, what would you call it? It's like it's like a brain pencil, like a pencil brain game thing where you draw. It's like a box with an X in it, and it has like a half circle around each area of the box. I just got like anxiety in my chest trying to remember. I've spent hours like as a kid you're supposed to like draw the thing without picking up your pencil and without repeating a line. Like I see it as like one of those people have these limiting beliefs that are like boxing them in here, boxing them in here, boxing them in here, boxing them in here. And they're just doing this like round thing of just going back in circles in their own beliefs that just, they don't make sense. And there's no reason to pin yourself in that way. So like, how can I attract a job? I can't get a job without applying for a job. Well, I don't know what the job is. So how can I apply for it? There's your pin. You going around and around and around and around and around and around in circles. The job's not in that pin. It's outside of it. So you have to get out of it in order to get the job, right? So I want to attract a job. I'm attracting a job. Great. When that job comes my way, I'll fucking fill out the application. When I feel like, oh, that's a cool job, maybe I should apply for that. That's taking action. Sorry. There went our fucking calm moment. Okay, anyways. That's my answer to that. Antoinette, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, how to stop limiting beliefs of SP. We are finally in a good place, but not together yet in the 3D reality, but we're friends. Right there. How to stop it. Well, why? Like literally, how to stop it is not just pay $5 to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, how to stop it is don't. Your magnifying glass is like this. Go like this. That's how you stop it. Stop focusing on it. Stop talking about it. It's not a thing. Stop living it out. Stop. I got to talk to Roxy to find out how to get rid of this. No, stop giving it attention. If you find yourself with under your magnifying glass, move your magnifying glass to focus on something else and do it over and over and over and over and over again until you're like, ever again. Like, you're finally in a good place, period. Why are you ask yourself why you're going beyond that? Why is it not good enough yet? We're finally in a good place. Good. What's the problem? You see what I'm saying? You think there's a problem. We're not together yet. Okay, well, you said you were in a good place. Are you in a good place or not? Well, we're not together. Okay, but you said you know, it's like, it's not clear enough. You're blah, 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 all over the place and you're making it a deal. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, there's so much layers of BS involved yeah, you understand you're blocking yourself. Yeah. So this is kind of how it's like, there's layers of it. So just like I said, think about that limiting, like that pin that you kind of like pin yourself in, you're kind of in that as well. Like, we're not together in the 3D yet, but we are friends in my 3D and we're over here in a good place, but I have limiting, it's like, okay. So we're in a good place, period. We have great communication. We love being around each other. We have the best time together. I'm completely fulfilled. I love my life. We love being around each other. He can't imagine being with anybody else. All of those things are true, right? If you guys are friends, those things are probably just true in the 3D reality anyways. And we're not even like sitting here like trying to convince you of anything. So that stuff will still be true if you're in your great relationship. All that stuff you want to remain in the great relationship till the day you die with your person. Like, that's the whole goal, is to have those things, and you already have them. And if you feel like you don't, say that you do. So you're finally in a good place. I feel like you need to be learning to revel in the goodness that you have instead of trying to continue to create something else. Like, let's talk relationship advice outside of manifestation advice, okay? If we were having a relationship conversation, I would say to you that part of the beauty of relationships is that unfolding tension period where you like just, you want to like, you want to touch each other so bad, and it's mutual, and and it's just like, it's building, and it feels great to be with each other, and you have such a good time with each other, and you hang out for hours and hours and hours, and you don't even realize time's going by because you're having such an amazing time together, and the relationship is unfolding as you're getting to know each other. That part of the relationship is so, I've been listening to a lot of Esther Hicks lately, so she's like, it's so delicious, right? Or like, you want to savor it. And even so, like, with me and my husband, one of our favorite memories of like that we still talk about it, is like, one night we hung out till like 4 a.m. in the parking lot of the bar we were at, because we didn't want to go home. We were just like hanging out at my car, going through, like, I had my backpack in there because I wasn't in college at the time. I had my backpack in there. Then I had like a high school backpack for some reason. And we were just like going through like my notebooks and like laughing at shit and just being, 23-year-olds falling in love. And it's like, here we are. We just passed 8 years married like 2 weeks ago. That's still one of our favorite memories, was like that one of the first nights that we really just like picked each other, you know, and like wanted to be with each other. And so that part, you don't want to skip over that. And I know that like it feels like with this manifestation thing, it's like, oh yeah, instant manifestations, make it happen, all the shit that we hear. It makes you want to skip right to the marriage part, go to the end. We talk about it all the time, but I'm just telling you, as a person, as a married person, as a coach, as a 37-year-old woman who's lived life, like, you want to take it at its natural pace, and you want to enjoy it while you're there. Okay. So like, I'm just seeing somebody on a lazy river, you know, drink of choice in your hand, whatever that may be, a nice freaking raft, sun shining, best weather, water temperature that you like, sunglasses on, music playing, and you're just floating down a lazy river, not needing a gosh darn thing. That's where you need to be mentally, and putting yourself there as much as possible during the day to evoke the vibration, the feelings of the reality of the beingness of you having that ultimately good relationship that you're looking for. That's, yeah, there we go. There it is. That's the message. Okay. And thanks for the super chat. Tiffany, hello, hi. Leanne, thank you for reminding me about the homework. I wanted to wait till we had more people on, and then we'll talk about the homework. Thank you. Okay. Oh, and Dina, I'm ready for my end now. But are you, if you have to say it like that? Just said with, you know, spoken to you with kindness. like, why do we have 17 O's? What is that? A twinge of impatience? I almost put you in timeout. I didn't mean to. I was trying to pin the message that you put in the chat. If you're interested in signing up for one-on-one coaching with me so I can help you pinpoint your limiting beliefs, figure out where you are self-sabotaging yourself, getting in your own way, how you can affirm through whatever you're going through, or get the right affirmations for your manifestation, you can sign up for one-on-one coaching at my website, roxytalks.com. I've also got great workshops that you can do self-study if you want to get started like right now. We got free content. We've got ebooks. I got ebook up there. There's more coming. We got a forum. We have a book club. We have a Facebook group. Lots of ways to connect. We have the best community on YouTube here, and everybody's really kind and caring. Not just on YouTube, but our community at large. We have the best community. And oh yeah, the new album, the money album is coming out next week. If you guys are interested in that, that'll be on my website and all the streaming sites on the 20th. Okay. And that one, the money album, is more like beats, like more song beats with affirmations. So it's going to be less of the like meditative stuff and more of like the Malachi beat kind of stuff. So it's more like music with affirmations over top. And that's coming out on the 20th next week. And yeah. Okay. And Tiffany, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. She says, just showing love. Proud of all you're doing. Learned so much from you. Manifested everything from concerts to money to free food, regardless of circumstance. Thank you, Tiffany. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you. You're so sweet. SG, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, how to revise a situation but retain the understanding from it. Example, after an argument, some stuff comes out and it's good, it's out, but want to get rid of the tension. So, okay. Okay. Can it just be that I'm so glad that happened because it's exactly what we needed and now we're moving forward and everything's perfect and great? Or something similar? Can it just be that? Like, does it have to be anything other than that? And now we're moving forward even better. It feels so great. We both feel better. That's, again, that's exactly what we needed. You relieve the pressure. So now we feel great and we're moving forward even better than before. That's kind of just, that's what I would do. Just like, don't revise shit. If you learn from it, great. You don't need to change the past to choose a different future. Everybody here, you don't need to change your past in order to change a new future. Just pick a new future. Just pick the new future. You don't have to do anything with the past. You're the one hanging on to it. Your 3D person is is along for the ride. They're going wherever reality you're going. Leanne, thank you. Oh yeah, Leanne put the ebook in the chat. The reason you don't know about it is because I didn't say anything. I just put it on my website. I really don't like to launch things. I really am just like, here it is. Take it or leave it. For me, the fulfillment is in the creation process. So once it's done, I'm already on to the next thing. So so yeah, and not that I don't love everything I create, it's just more of all right, child, go to off, baby bird out of the nest and fly and be free. Fly with the seabirds. Antoinette, you already found your receipt. So yeah, there's ebooks. There's going to be more coming as well. The one I have right now is an activity book. It's kind of like an adult coloring book. So that's on my website right now. And if you're in the specific person workshop, you already have it for free. So that's another reason I've had it there. And I was like, you know what? It's been an exclusive for almost a year. So I'm like, I'm just going to put it on my website. So it's on there now. Okay. What's next? Marie says, damn, you look great. Definitely don't look 37. What does 37 look like, though? Who said I don't? No, and I appreciate the compliment, but fuck that notion. Because what does 37 look like? And who says it has to look old? And who says that I don't look exactly 37? You know what I mean? I find it, I just saw a meme the other day and it was stop saying women over 40 look good for being over 40. Because well, it's just a number. Beyonce is 40. Gwen Stefani is 50s something. I don't know. The 40 that used to exist when I was a kid is not the same 40. And I appreciate the compliment, but I wish as a society we would not think that if you're over 25 as a woman, you look good for your age. What the fuck? Excuse me. But thank you for the kind words, and I appreciate it. Yeah, Yvette says J-Lo was 52. That's my point. It's we just as a society have kind of evolved past that idea of what women are supposed to be and what they should do at different age. I think that's what it is. It's well, if you're at 40, then you should be a mom and you should be wearing mom jeans and you should have a bunch of kids that have made your hair gray and no time to yourself and wearing spit stained sweatpants. If that's the norm, then fuck yeah, I guess I would look. Nothing against it, right? Okay, that kind of maybe came out wrong, but you see what I'm saying? It's just if it's so good looking, what is it compared to what? But with love, but I appreciate the kind words. Okay, love you. Thanks, babe. What time is it? Okay. Oh, it's 11:11. All right. In a couple places. Okay, I missed the 1:11. All right, so okay, I see another super chat coming through. I hope I didn't skip. I see Tula. Hello, thank you so much for the super chat. Curious on your thoughts on using tarot and if it has a relationship with manifestation. So, okay, my opinion on tarot is it's a great tool for seeing more into the current or getting a clear view on what path you're on right now. And whatever you see in your reading or in the cards or whatever is just a reflection of like your current vibration or whatever, whatever you're manifesting in the moment, or the trajectory that you're on, where the momentum is heading. If you stay in the same mind frame and the same energetic space, the same expectations, and don't do anything about it, then that's the path you're on. But I also think that it's supposed to be used as a way to say, okay, the good thing's cool, that's going great, let's stay with that, let's double down on what's good. Stuff I don't like, outcomes I'm not looking forward to, we change them up and we start manifesting something else. I don't know if you can hear that. I apologize. It's trash day, so people are dragging. I think that's my husband. Dragging the trash cans. Okay. Okay. Chris, can you manifest if your person is a celeb? Yeah, absolutely. Celebrity is just a job, but you got to take them off the pedestal. That's going to be part of it. So if you're interested, I have a manifesting a specific person workshop. Helps you get to the bottom of all your stuff involved with love and like what's going on there. Or we have the brand new Heal and Transform workshop bundle. And one of it's 5 different live workshops recordings. And one of the ones that we did was take them off the pedestal. So it's specifically about removing that kind of like power struggle thing. If you're interested, those are both available at my website, roxytalks.com. Okay, lovely ghost. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I manifested a third party and he broke up with me. It's only been 3 days. He will realize how amazing I am and come back, but damn it, I am powerful. Okay. Okay, so I'm here for you and I want to support you, but I don't, okay. Okay, all right. And this is for everybody listening. Thanks, Yvette. Yvette said the bundle's awesome. Thanks, Yvette. Okay. So, where were we? If you're going to affirm that you manifested a third party and he broke up with you, let it be and you're using it as a way to say, okay, this is what happened and fine, whatever. Now I'm only going to look forward to what we're doing now, which is he realizes I am amazing. And that's all he can think about. Being with the other person is only highlighting how much he actually wants to be with me and it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to finish the sentence because it's irrelevant. So if you're affirming it right now to say, okay, this happened, I'm acknowledging it so that I don't have to ever do it again and I'm turning away from it and I'm committed to not doing that same shit again, cool. But if you're coming in here and you're saying, I did this and it's blah, 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 because you got I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be affirming it even here unless it's kind of like your last stance type of thing. Like, I did it and I'm done and I see myself now. I see that I've done this and I'm not going to do it again kind of a thing. But if you're just you're just like, oh, this is what I did and this is what I'm working towards. It's like, so fucking what? Who cares what you did? Why are we even talking about it? Unless you need it to use as like a launching point or something like that, or, some sort of like revelation movement or, something that helps you uncover and move forward. But again, like, just be careful of how you're and when and why you're affirming that part of it. Like, if I even got a hint of that, I would just be doing my best to erase as much as possible. So, just be careful is all I'm saying. Like, I understand that you're letting me know what's going on and you want to share that, but also you can just say the part about empowerment and how amazing he finds you and things like that. You get what I'm saying? That's where I would go with that. My opinion. Caitlin, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Okay, I think I saw another one. Okay, the virtual knockout. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, The Big Leap is a great read. Do you think that is why you're leaning more towards music than staying on YouTube? Yes! It's 100%. Because I read it and I was like, okay, it's not that I don't like doing this and I don't love doing this and connecting with you all, which I do, but it's like the thing that drives me more than anything is creating music. That's what I get lost in and feel completely, rejuvenated by, I guess. Sometimes this work can be really draining on my energy. It's kind of like the opposite effect on me. It's like leaves me kind of like kind of tired and stuff. And so it just kind of helped me realize that like I can only inspire you so much to go after what you want if I'm not actually doing that. I can only I can only show you 80% if I'm not going that extra mile for myself. So the only way that I can show it or do it or teach it is just to do it myself. So that's why I'm doing it. And it is a great book. I think everybody should read it, and just so you understand and know at the very least how to make yourself happy and how to like get to that space and like why you might not be happy or haven't been, or it doesn't really matter. I guess, you'll figure it out on your own when you read it, because I suggest that you do. And thank you so much for the super chat. I'm glad you're getting the benefits from it. And I hope you're going towards your genius zone as well. Angela, thank you so much for the super chat. Manifesting healing vibes for your kiddo's knee. Okay, so does your child meditate? Can they meditate? There's some really great children's meditations on YouTube. Okay, hold on. I actually don't know if they're really great. There's a lot of children's meditations on YouTube. I've only heard bits and pieces of them that'll like kind of pop on in here and there. And I've sent my friends some for their kids as well. So I guess, I haven't been listening to kids meditations, but I know that there are a lot of kids meditations on YouTube. There's a lot of also healing meditations. And so I would say first step maybe would be to show your child how to heal themselves with their mind. Like if you watch I have a podcast episode about, I bet if Leanne, if you don't mind linking it, of healing yourself physical stuff. So check out that podcast episode so you can and then kind of you have an understanding of how it works. Translate it to your child in a way that they'll understand. If you can find healing meditations for children, I would also suggest that, just because for me, like when I was healing myself, I was doing a lot of healing meditations just because I wanted to be in the space of healing as much as possible throughout the day versus the space of whatever the injury, what it is, right? So, so first, so I would suggest maybe if your kid can do meditation, maybe looking into that and seeing what you can get for them. Also check out my episode about healing, physical healing on the podcast. And then you do meditations visualizing your child being healed. And it's not just meditations, but I do like healing meditations because you're taking time and you're mentally repairing your body. And I've done it before and it's healed me from stuff that I probably shouldn't have healed from as fast as I did. And even Joe Dispenza, that's how he healed his like full body paralysis, was through his mind hours in meditation, just putting the pieces back together. That's what I did with my face. It turned all my nerves back on, and it made a big difference. And it helped, again, keep my mind away from the fear, the pain, the worry, all that stuff. So do whatever you can to keep your mind in the healing space. Check out that episode. Okay, yeah, and Leanne's got it right here. Thanks, Leanne. Wait, I don't know if that's the right one, Leanne, because I don't think I put that specific podcast episode on the webs on YouTube. Leanne, if you don't mind, will you look on the podcast? Oh, no, there it is. Just kidding. She linked it. Is that the one? Appreciate you, Leanne. Okay, Dina's got it here. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, mods. Okay, Leanne linked to podcast and video. That's how efficient these girls are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Definitely watch the one about the podcast because there's like a 4-step process that I use. The information is going to be relatively the same, but it would be the newest one is the one on the podcast. So yeah, so get all the information about healing. Do what you can to put yourself in that space of healing your child and seeing them healing themselves, and then also help them heal themselves as well, is my personal opinion. And we're all also sending vibes as well. And we know that you will report back to us next week with great news. Okay, so we were supposed to wait. Oh, I have a super chat. Sorry. Okay. Jessa, thank you so much. Jess. Hi. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hi, would love some help with SP. I'm in contact and considering asking him to hang out, but I feel a knot in my stomach about it, so I keep debating whether I should. Any advice is appreciated. Okay. I would say you need to dissolve the knot before, like, if you want to go about this the best way, manifest them without the knot in your stomach and manifest the knot away. Visualize it shrinking every time you see it, or being untied and like expanding and opening yourself up. Because like when you feel like knotted, it feels kind of tight. So you can kind of expand and open up like your chest area and your solar plexus and like expand that chakra and stuff. Or chakras, I guess. And find out what's at the bottom of it. Why is the knot there? Is it rejection? Is it fear of not being good enough? Like, what's at the bottom of that knot? Why does it keep popping up? Because the knot isn't there necessarily because you're nervous about asking them to hang out. The knot is there because of what might happen if you do. And that fear, expectation, worry, doubt is going to prevent you from having the relationship that you desire with this person. Not saying that you can't manifest them. I'm saying that if you don't dissolve that fear of whatever's below there, it's going to manifest in some way in your relationship somewhere, some relationship. I don't know. I can't pinpoint exactly where, but it's going to come up because it's part of your pattern, story, expectation, fear, worry, doubt. You're going to do things to keep that fear alive if you keep listening to it and allowing that not to exist and to send you down the road of what should I do's and I'm scared to do's because it'll keep putting you in a place of what ifs and scary things that's just going to manifest those things towards you. So my advice to you is to dissolve the knot, untie it, figure out what's underneath it, deal with that, and then affirm, good for your SP. They always contact you. They love hanging out with you. You have the best time ever. You can contact each other. There's no pressure either way. I can send them a text at any time. They always respond. There's no big deal. I'm not really worried, blah, blah, blah. Keep your affirmations pure about them and work on dissolving your knot and giving yourself what it is that you're lacking there that's causing that apprehension. And report back to us and let us know how it works for you. Okay. 1:30. All right. Okay. And Abby, I saw you said you haven't meditated in a month, and then you're complaining that things aren't changing. You need to meditate every single day. Every single day. No excuses. Daughter of the Nile, thank you so much for the super chat. Says that hair though. This whole thing. Thank you. What's your best tip / advice on how to wait for your manifestations? Enjoy the waiting. I feel like I just talked about this on the podcast, like in the last month or so, like so within the last probably 4 episodes of my podcast, I talked about the waiting. Was it last? Wait, is that the one that's coming out this week? I don't know. So it all runs together. If I didn't talk about waiting on your manifestation within like the last, no, that's not today's. Is that? No, that is this week's podcast. Just kidding. I have a new podcast about this exact thing coming out this week on Wednesday, 9 a.m. PST. So there's going to be an in-depth episode just in less than 48 hours where you can really dive into it. But quickly, I will say the best way to wait on your manifestations is to do things to enjoy the wait. So what, like, I'm getting a visual of like, and maybe this is a memory, I don't know, being at like, being a kid, get with your parents getting an oil change and you're like sitting there coloring. It's that, like the kid doesn't really care that they're there because they're coloring. It doesn't really matter where they're coloring because they're just enjoying themselves. It's like that kind of stuff. So you do the things that put you into that mode of, I'm totally fine. I don't need anything. I'm enjoying myself. You do that as many times throughout the day as possible, in my personal opinion. And isn't, just because you should feel that way as much as possible, because when you're feeling that way, your thoughts are nowhere near lacked out fear, worry, insecurity, and you're not manifesting all that shit that you don't want. So it doesn't matter if you're focusing on your SP or not, if you're coloring, because all that matters when you're coloring is that you feel completely fulfilled. You don't need anything and you're not resisting anything in those moments. You're allowing everything to come to you. So all the stuff that you've been chattering nonstop about to the universe is like, oh, finally they shut up so I can finally bring in their damn manifestations. The universe is like a fucking tired ass parent. Like, oh my God, they're asleep finally. Like, I love you to death, but like, come on. Come on. Anthony, can you remanifest the manifestation that passed you by? Yeah, absolutely. Jess says, I like kids' meditations for my daughter. I've also been teaching her about meditating too, and she feels so powerful. Good. Start them early, man. Abby, meditate every day. It's going to help you so much in your life. If you meditated every day for the rest of your life, you just would get everything you want. Okay. Brandon, thank you. Talking about aphantasia. I don't even know how to say it right. Aphantasia. The ability to see mental images or visualize. Yeah, it definitely, like, it's whether or not you see the picture is irrelevant. It's like the concept, like Brandon's saying, it's like really the ideas, because there isn't a picture up there. It is like blank. It is like, sometimes I wonder if I have it because I don't see pictures, but if you tell me to think of an apple, I could think of an apple all kinds of different ways. Like I can imagine an apple with a bite taken out of it. I can imagine an apple with a little cartoon worm poking its head out. I can imagine an apple with the stem being picked off. I can imagine an apple core. I can imagine an apple being smashed. I can imagine in all kinds of ways. Whether or not I see a picture, I don't know if that's if I'm seeing or not. But I understand what an apple does and how it works. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Why do people let an SP mistreat them and make you feel bad constantly? Because it's deep programming. It is It is the expectation, fear, worry, doubt of, and combined with the reaction to it when it happens in the 3D that creates it happening over and over and over again. So it's almost impossible to get out of the cycle until you realize you're in it. And then you have to stop yourself from doing the thing that restarts the cycle again. Usually it's like not taking the bait of when somebody like, okay, I'm going to speak in very general terms here, obviously, because every relationship's different. I don't want to generalize anybody. I'm not trying to categorize anybody, but let's just say we're talking about, a toxic relationship where a person, they push your buttons to get you to react, and then they do the thing that they do once you react. And that's the whole point of it, right? Well, if you stop allowing that trigger to do the same thing to you mentally that it normally did, you start changing the tide. And if you keep doing that, you're breaking away from your own cycle. And it, the momentum can start building up in a new way. But, these patterns they're deeply ingrained in people. And you just it's like, what's the easiest way to get through a maze? Probably to see it from above and see where the end and the exits are and where to turn, right? But like when you're in the maze, it's just a bunch of walls. So it all kind of starts to look the same after a while. Hey, Oka, nice to see you. Thanks for being here, and go get some sleep. And thanks, Lan. Yeah, if you have any testimonials that you want to share with us, or any questions regarding our products or coaching, come email us at hello@roxytalks.com. Evelyn, does it work to the same to manifest friendships that ended badly a long time ago? Yeah, absolutely. Visaya says, I've meditated every day for the past week. How do you feel? Leanne says, enjoy the waiting, even if Tom Petty says it's the hardest part. Listen, my mom is a huge Tom Petty fan, so like I don't want to besmirch Mr. Petty, but we don't have to take on his limiting beliefs just because he wrote a very popular song about it. Danny, thank you so much for the super chat, says, I'm tired of SP videos. I know he's mine. I want to feel confident in our reconnection even when I feel anxious. Any advice for affirmations? I mean, you just said them. I know he's mine. Instead of I want to feel confident, I am confident in our reconnection. I feel confident in our reconnection. I know that our reconnection is underway. Fuck a reconnection. We're connected. I'm confident in our connection. And even if I feel anxious, I don't care. We're still connected. My anxiety or my anxious feeling has nothing to do with the fact that we're constantly connected, and we always are and always will be, always have been, and we're totally fine. So that side is on its own thing, okay? You are confident. He is yours. You are connected no matter how you feel anxious or not. You're even more connected when you feel anxious. Just put that into rotation as your new belief system, and then choose that when this other stuff wants to pop up. And then also deal with your anxiety in a way that's like about you and not about manifesting somebody. Like, I wish, no, she did not. I intend that every single person that comes here looking for specific person content drops 90% of their focus on their SP and puts all of that on themselves and uses 10% of their focus to maintain the correct affirmations about their SP should the idea of them pop up during the 90% of the time that you are spending taking care of, committing to, paying attention to, giving to yourself, and treating yourself in the best way possible, doing the things that make you feel good as much as possible throughout your day, every single solitary day. If you would put 90% of your focus on yourself and 10% only on making sure that you're affirmations and beliefs surrounding your SP, them specifically, were cleaned up and fine and everything was okay over there, and you spent the rest of the time dealing with what triggers you, bothers you, hurts you, is underlying, and truly giving yourself what you've been missing, we wouldn't, you already have your SP. Like, they would already come to you. It would just be your thing in your life. You, like, they are a reflection of how you treat yourself and how you think about yourself and your self-talk. Focusing all your attention on them is such a waste of energy. It's going about focusing on your SP instead of yourself is like trying to get to a cow's stomach through its ass. It's like, it's probably a better journey going through its mouth. So, I don't know. Anyways, don't go about it the ass backwards way. It's not it's a shitty journey, okay? As she said, 444 on the East Coast during that channeled affirmation. Nice. Visaya says, I feel like that applies to everything. You're damn right it does. You're damn right it does. And you get it. You get it. Okay. Do we have another super chat? I think that's all of them. Messiah says, I'm writing a book right now and would like to make lots of progress in a short amount of time and be able to come up with ideas so fast I can hardly write them down fast enough. Okay, instead of I would like, just say that you do those things. That's how affirmations work. All right. Here's an affirmation. If you're like an American person, then it's like, I'm going to use like an American school grading system. If you're not American, I don't know how their grades work, so I apologize. But like, I would like to write a book and would like to make lots of progress in a short amount of time and be able to come up with ideas so fast I can hardly write them down enough. That's like a B-. Like, that's cool, but I'm writing a book right now. I make so much progress so fast. I have these crazy ideas. I come up with ideas so fast I can barely write them down fast enough. That's your A+. Same shit, costs you the same amount of breath, roughly the same amount of words, even letters, the same amount of time, the same amount, just everything, except one of them is so much better and more powerful and is going to get you there faster. And so if I could just, since I'm able to so easily convey this, everybody understands that in every single moment, if they're thinking an F thought or a C thought or a B thought or even an A- thought, you can always turn it to an A+ thought, and you should, because there's no reason not to. And there's no one stopping you. And if you turn every single sentence and thought into an A+ sentence and thought, your report card would be looking pretty fucking sexy. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm giving us a 10-minute call because I got to go and get ready for this podcast today. So last week speaking of grades, okay. Last week we talked about homework, our homework of saying that we're a success story every day. I did it. Did you do it? Did you say you're a success story twice a day? How do you feel about yourself? What came up? Where did your mind go? Let's talk about what happened when we did this, okay? Sana, good night. Thanks for coming. Tommy. Okay, Tommy says, finish the big leap, discover my genius, spiraling up and up. Funny you mentioned 90, 10%. I've been self-absorbed for the past week, maybe? And shit is happening. I am the happening. I am inevitable. Yes, Tommy. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. I love you. If I could, I wish. If I could write every chat comment would look like this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Proud of you. So proud of you. That's amazing. What is your genius, by the way? Oh, no. Please. Can you please go to my website? Please go to my website, roxytalks.com/forum. Please go to the book club and tell us what your genius is, please. please, Tommy. We need to start a trend of sharing book club. And not that we can't share it here, but sharing it on the book club thing too. So it's a thing. So people want to go and talk about, this is my genius zone. And Tommy, thank you so much. I'm very proud of you and really excited to see where you go, because only up from here. Oh yeah, it was weak. Okay, good. Panda Bear says, super helpful manifestation. Help me feel like I'm in a whole new echelon. Ooh, you are. And listen, I'm reading the Amanda Frances book, Rich as Fuck, right now. And she said, you don't have to struggle. You don't have to do anything or invest anything or overcome anything in order to decide that you're ready for your next level. You just decide you're ready for your next level, and you are, period. So if you're in a whole new echelon, bitch, you are. Ooh, SG says, work was remarkably easy when I was focusing on professional success. Nice. That's awesome. Annabella, thank you so much for the compliment. Not Faith. Is this a troll comment? Not Faith says, none of my manifestations have ever worked. What am I doing wrong? Well, I would say first starts with your screen name. You have no faith. That's a problem. You have to, you got to like just trust and know and intend that you're going to see and they're going to work out. And you have the sheer will and determination to see it through, that you stay focused on it. Another reason why your manifestations aren't working is because when you say they don't work, that's what makes them not work. That is creating the reality where it doesn't work for you. The other problem is that when you speak in the now, although it feels like you're interacting with the now, what you're really doing is creating your future. And so if you're saying in the now that none of your manifestations ever work or have ever worked, it doesn't really matter what tense you're using. You're speaking about it in the now. You're activating it, keeping it real now. Because that's always creating your future, you're never getting ahead or getting out of that cycle of it not working, because you're always saying it's not working, so it's not having a chance to work. And even if it were to work, you probably would just maybe chalk it up to a coincidence or that's not whatever, blah, 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 and dismiss it. So you're missing the ones that are coming through anyways. And I know that's a fact because everything in your entire life is a manifestation. You're constantly manifesting. You being alive is an incredible manifestation. So the idea that it's not working is actually, it's just like, it's like it's not possible. There's no way manifestation couldn't work because you wouldn't be alive. Life is constant manifestation, perpetual manifestation, if you will. So it's always working for you. It works exactly the way you say it does. And so if you say it doesn't work for you, then it appears to work against you. And RoxyTalks.com for all kinds of stuff on getting to the bottom of that, because that's what I'm here to do, is help you understand all that stuff and how to change that story. Yes, Messiah says, I'm writing a book now. I'm writing a book right now and download ideas so incredibly fast that I'm able to write chapters in a few days. So now what I would suggest you do is Pincest. I hope that is how you say it. Pincest? I don't know. I totally manifested asking for, like, right before I sat down, I was like, I bet I'm gonna have to do tarot today. And I didn't grab any cards. I'm only doing one. Nobody asked for me any more tarot. I'm not going to do it. Just this one person. That's it. So Visayas, okay. What I would challenge you to do for this week then is to get into go do a meditation, open yourself up, go into it saying this, with this, maybe before you go in, I am writing a book. I feel amazing about it. I love the book I'm writing. I download ideas so fast. I'm able to write crazy entire chapters in just a few days. It's amazing. I love it. Go into your meditation, be open, just open yourself up. I'm not saying to look for any information. I'm not saying to try to do anything. Don't try to manifest. Just go there for the pure being of being, the joy of being. And then go sit at your computer and use this affirmation that you just typed here, cycle that around and just start farting around with your computer and put yourself in the space to write and set yourself up for success. So like if there's a certain way you like to write, or if you need candles, or you need certain lighting, or if there's a corner that you like to sit in, or you have a chair or whatever it is, get all that ready and set up for yourself before you go into your meditation. do your meditation, feel great, get connected with that infinite source. And that's where the ideas are going to flow because that's where they exist. And then come back next week and tell us how that works for you. Oh, God, I have to get a tarot. Shit. Okay. Do I have one? I'm only doing one. Oh, man. I'm like trapped in here. My husband, we have family in town, so he's not listening. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Okay. What are we going to use? Oh my God. Shit. Okay. Whoa. All right. All right. We have 4 minutes. I'm only doing, I don't know. I will see how many cards. Not very many because I got to jump off here. Who is this for? Is it Pinecest? How do I say your name? Oh, I see what it's trying to say. Don't make me say that. Your tarot reading says, get a new screen name. Just kidding. Okay. And this will be the last call for super chats, please. Thank you so much. And thank you, Brandon. I appreciate you. Besides, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you. Thank you. That's very kind and generous of you. Thank you. And we're happy to have you here. Pinecest. Okay. I love you guys. You guys are so nice. Thank you so much for being so great. Okay. All right. Tower in reverse. So obviously we're going through something, some sort of shakeup, some sort of maybe unexpected event, or we're narrowly missing one, or we're kind of on the up and up from one or bouncing back from one. By the way, I'm pulling from the Dreammakers Tarot. And if it is still in stock, you can get this at theblackmoonboutique.com, which is my tarot and incense metaphysical store online. What do we got? King of Wands reversed. So this can be about a lack of confidence. This can be about overdoing it, doing too much. It could be about not being able to stand in what you want to do. Maybe it being out of your hands, like whatever happened, like wasn't like you weren't able to have control over it. It's out of your control. And a Page of Pentacles, maybe having to do with like money or material goods or something like starting something new, or could also be about new ideas, new information regarding life or, prosperity, abundance, love, stuff like that. So let me know if that resonates with you. Tell me what's going on in your life so we can make some connections there. I guess we're just doing three cards because I gotta, yeah. I gotta get ready for my interview that we're hosting. Oh yeah, again, if you have any questions for Alea Lovely, who's going to be on the Roxy Talks podcast, she's the host of the Spiritual Shit podcast. They have probably like millions of downloads. I'm interviewing her and she is more spiritual than I am. I'm more of like the mental side. So if you have any spiritual questions that you want me to ask Alea today for the podcast that's coming out, please type them here and we'll record them. Oh, Leanne, thanks. Leanne said the Dreamworkers Tarot is not in stock, but there's we do have other decks, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Pine says, it totally does. Thank you. I just got a new job and I'm manifesting more confidence for it. I make more money than my previous job. Oh my God. It's almost like it was exactly in the fucking cards. Wow. That does give me like a little internal like jolly, because like that's, you guys saw I had zero context on that. So let's turn this King of Wands upside down, or excuse me, right side up. Stand in your confidence. It's already happening. The Page of Pentacles is ushering in new money. So and take with that it also comes with, it could be a message. It could be newness again. But just take with it the message to turn your confidence right side up. And this is always a good thing, or, as long as we say it is. So yay, you're on the right track, and just enjoy it. No need to fear, because you're controlling all of it anyways, as witnessed by what just happened. So, Lady Luck, thank you very much. I appreciate you for the kindness and the generosity. Thank you. Would I do another YouTube collab with any of the coaches? Maybe. Shantae, you say dreams about vivid. Oh, questions about vivid dreams. Okay, that's a great. I would love to. Let's. Okay, Leanne, if you don't mind notating for me, let's ask her about the idea of vivid dreams and like what dreams are and who's living that life. What's going on there? Because I always wonder if that's like another reality that you're kind of like tapping into, or I don't know. MEG, hello. We're about to get off though. Sorry. Okay, yeah. So you flipping went to JoJo's for a week. I don't know what that means. Reality shifting. I have videos about that. I mean, you're always shifting realities in every single moment. That's what life is. It's like, that's what manifestation is. It's a constant switching into new moments of realities, new snapshots of reality. So you're always shifting. It's just that because it's a mirror of your internal presence, and most of us stay pretty much the same most of the time, we're shifting to things that look so similar that we can't tell that we've moved anywhere. Oh shit, Emmy goes, I just did the most intense visualization meditation of my life. I think I woke up in a new reality. I mean, you definitely did either way, but Thanks, Dina. Dina put my quantum jumping video in there. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I got to get off because I got to get this podcast recorded. Let's see. We need a group affirmation. We need like a homework. What do we want to do for next week? Okay, so this week's podcast episode that's coming out on Wednesday of this week, I'm talking about how, creating a shit that brings me joy list. This is your list of items that get you on that vibrational place that you want to be in. That's away from the lack, the doubt, all that stuff. And also puts you into that space where you feel completely satisfied. I've told you guys about my list before. Mariah Carey videos, singing around in my living room, hanging out with my dogs, going on walks, putting my feet in the grass, jumping on the trampoline, doing tarot, reading books. Those are things that I like to do for me that just, put me into a good self space. This week, I want you to create yourself a shit that brings me joy list, and then do one of those things every single day. Okay. So that's your homework for the week. And then next week, we're going to report back and talk about it. And your affirmation is, I always prioritize being and feeling my best. hold on, let me work on this. I always prioritize my well-being and fulfillment. I always prioritize my well-being and my fulfillment, and I do something every single day to fulfill myself and to satisfy myself and to be fulfilled in this life. So our job is to make a shit that brings me joy list, do one thing each day, and then report back. And feel free to affirm whatever mumbo jumbo I just said. Bruja, does shifting reality happen according to what we are thinking? Yeah, like what you're thinking and saying and believing. It's like all what you think reality is and what you expect will probably, might happen is kind of like where you go next. So we each have a program that we operate within and ideas of what's possible for us in life. And we just kind of stay within those boundaries until you start breaking them for yourself. Yes, Tiffany, I always prioritize my well-being and fulfillment. Thank you. Yes, not Faith. Yay. Yay, Lori. Fresh Nugs. Hi. Yay, I'm so excited. Everyone's doing so good. We're in such a great mood. Kate G, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate you. Leanne says, I love sharing my Monday with you all. I agree. It is nice. We do really have, I always say it every time, but we do have the best community. Everyone's so nice to each other. Come join us on the book club and the forum on my website, so you can connect with people there as well. Not Faith. Check out my 360 method videos on YouTube. That's kind of like my personal approach to manifesting. And then also you should download my 30 Days of Alignment. It's a free challenge that I made for myself that helped me change my life. And it's how I stayed on track while I was changing my beliefs and making meditation a practice and making, my conscious choosing of my affirmations across practice and things like that. So free 30 Days of Alignment on my website, Roxy Talks, would help you, as well as my 360 method videos on YouTube, which Leanne is linking right there. Visai says, I'm going through the 30 Days of Alignment a second time. Nice. Let us know how that goes. It sounds like you're doing well. It sounds like you're doing really well, because I feel like you're like really committing to what you want, and I can see your language changing. It sounds like you're doing really great. So just keep at it. Powers of Tarot says, oh yes, 360 is essential. Thanks, Powers of Tarot. I just might have to put this up here. And then 360 method, which is my personal method, is becoming its own official program, which is coming very soon. We have the money affirmations. The new money affirmations are dropping next week on iTunes, Spotify, my website, roxytalks.com, if you want to download them and purchase them yourself. It does come with PDFs of the affirmations I use so that you can like have a little printout of it. And of course, if you want me to help you figure out your manifestation issue, pinpoint your limiting beliefs, figure out where you might be self-sabotaging, help you come up with your affirmations and how to apply them, you can join me for one-on-one coaching at roxytalks.com, as well as self-start if you want right now on some of our great workshops and courses. So, brand new Heal and Transform bundle. Just dropped that. That's on my website as well. Not Faith said, this is such a nice community. I don't want to leave. I joined literally this morning and I feel so safe. Yay. Thank you and welcome. And we definitely I want you to come back, but I want your thing to say, yes, Faith, or something. I want to see your, unless it's something personal. I don't want to judge your screen name, but if you do want to have faith, you can start right now. Powers of Tarot thanks. Says, I love 360 because it takes the attention away from the 3D and reminds you that literally everything, every nook and cranny is some form of manifestation. After that, it's easy. I might have to hold on. We're going to have to screenshot this. Nope, that's the wrong one. I'm going to have to do this one. And okay. Thank you, Powers of Tarot. We certainly very much appreciate that. And if you're interested in sharing a testimonial that will be on the website, please email us at hello@roxytalks.com. And not Faith, if you are interested in connecting. Oh, yes. Okay. It says I'll change it to Much Faith. Yes. Okay. I'm so excited. Much Faith. I'm going to call you that for now. Much Faith, if you're interested in connecting. Facebook group. Also on my website, roxytalks.com, the forum, we have book club. We've got, what are they, like forum chats, questions people can ask, and you can talk to each other there as well. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Pam, hello. Pam, hi. Thank you for being here. Natalie, you cleaned your whole house. Wow. Proud of you. Congratulations. Okay. So, Stazer, last question. You're at the point where you don't care about money, boyfriends, or your career. What do you do when you feel like that? Focus on yourself and enjoy the satisfaction of having everything now. It's all about you. Leanne, link the form. Thank you so much, Leanne. I appreciate it. And Not Faith, if you go to roxytalks.com, all of that stuff is there. You can find everything there. Forum, book club, Facebook group, all of it's linked there as well, roxytalks.com. All right, I got to go. I got to get on this podcast. I love you all very much. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. You are, we're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you. Talk to you guys soon. See you next week. Be good to yourselves. Enjoy your life.